Well, we are following a very dramatic night again in Washington. A 14th vote is underway right now for Speaker of the House. You're looking at live pictures of the House floor. Kevin McCarthy spent the day working to round up those final votes before tonight's session. He made big gains earlier, winning over a good portion of the far-right members who have been blocking him from becoming House Speaker. And in exchange, McCarthy, of course, made a number of concessions. Some of the holdouts have said that they would remain firm. We thought, though, that he was going to finally reach the threshold just about 10 or 15 minutes ago as they took this most recent vote. But then Matt Gaetz, who was not present to cast his vote when originally called, at the end came back into the chamber and voted present, which is not the same as voting for or against, but it changes the math of how many votes McCarthy needs. By voting present, it would appear that once again, Kevin McCarthy has been denied the speakership, and since then we have watched some very tense exchanges here on the House floor. A few moments ago, McCarthy was talking to Matt Gaetz, and then right after that conversation, Mike Rogers, not the former congressman from Michigan, but Mike Rogers, the congressman from Alabama, looked like he was very nearly about to come to blows with Gaetz and had to be pulled away from him. It is a very tense night right now in Washington as we're watching a lot of scenes that, frankly, we don't usually see. Yeah. These C-SPAN pictures are often under a different set of rules that are laid down by, guess who? The Speaker of the House. There isn't one right now, so we are seeing and hearing scenes on the Capitol floor that we don't usually get to see. But there's a number of people still right now around Matt Gaetz talking to him. There's another group collected around McCarthy. Who knows where this is going, but it has not taken this many votes to find a Speaker of the House, the United States House of Representatives, in about 150 years.
Really incredible.
Yeah.
We'll let you know what happens.